You have been sifting and sorting, and in the process, you've been launching these rockets of desires. And in the process, you've created a vibrational version of the reality that you are seeking. Now, we want you to understand that to you, it's a future version of a reality that you are looking for. But to us, it's an existing reality that you've already carved out that does exist. Can you hear the difference in that? When you want more money, you become vibrationally more prosperous. And even though you doubt it and you don't let it flow into your experience, you have become a more vibrationally prosperous being. So we began talking to you about this vortex. It's a vibrational reality that existed in part before you even came into this physical body, and that you've been adding to vibrationally ever since. And so for a while, we talked about it for quite a while with you. We wrote a whole book about getting into the vortex, being a vibrational match to the vibrational reality that is you. And after a while of listening to us, you were very kind and nice and patient with us as you were watching Esther wave her arm around about this place that you can't really see, while Abraham insisted that this is a vortex of creation and that everything you want is in there. And if you could just look more carefully, you could see it, that this is the vibration, this is the vortex, and you want to get in there, and you say, oh, okay. I don't actually see anything now that I'm in there. And then we said, of course, you don't see it or hear it or smell it or taste it or touch it, because that's all about the manifested version. In other words, the vibrational reality is, hear this, we're only going to say it to you 1,000,000 times. The vibrational version of it is, oh, we can't wait to tell you, and yet we want to let there be enough suspense that you remember when we do tell you. The vibrational version is unconditional. Now, there should be a lot bigger gasp in the room. Because what that means is the conditions have not been realized yet by you. You began saying things to us such as, Abraham, I'll accept your odd version of all of this. I can accept that I was something before I was this. And I'll even accept that that something still exists and that there is some relativity to it. And I guess I can accept that my emotions speak to that relationship. And I'll play your silly game. Okay, there's a vortex. There's a vortex, and everything I want is in it. So Abraham, how do I get my money out of the vortex and into the bank? That's what I really want to know. And it's really what we want you to know. There's no satisfaction. You're physical beings. You've come forth into this physical time-space reality. You are creators. You have come to manifest things. It is never our intention to get you to just be happy with the vibrational version of things. We just want you to know that the vibrational version of things exists and that it does have a frequency, and that you've got to feel yourself to the frequency before there is a match and before it can be realized by you. If you want money and you're complaining about not having enough, your money is not going to come out of the vortex into your bank account, because there is too much vibrational discord going on with you. So over time, we've been explaining lots of different ways. You got to find the feeling of the money. And you say to us, and we understand, how can I find the feeling of something that isn't? And we say, but you see, you've trained yourself so conditionally. You have been such responders to conditions that you don't realize that you could respond to a vibration and create a condition. You did not come to face reality. You came to create reality. But you can't create a new reality while you've got your undivided attention upon the reality that exists. If you let what is be the reason that you offer the vibration that you offer, it's just going to keep repeating itself. Different places, different faces. Same scenario over and over and over and over again. You don't need our word for that. You know it. You've been living it, haven't you? Different places, different faces, but not much shifting. If you just keep looking at what is and talking about what is and joining groups that also are agreeing about what is, as you keep talking about what is and how much you don't like what is and how long you've been living what is that you don't want to live what is, and how many others are living the same what is that you don't want, and how somebody else should do something about changing the condition about what is so that you could just observe what is and feel better. And we say, give it up. Give it up. You're only going to continue to perpetuate what is. And A lot of what is pretty sweet, isn't it? There's a lot of what is that you want to continue. There's a lot of what is that is good as it is and is getting better all the time. There is a lot of what is that is really the way you want it to be. But there is some of what is that is not the way you want it to be. And those things, you've got to get your attention off of the what isness of them and onto the vibrational essence of what you are seeking.